When most people think of pest control, they picture someone in protective gear spraying chemicals to get rid of roaches, ants, or termites. What they don't usually picture is the financial side of the business. Pest control might look like a simple service, but behind the scenes, it's a carefully managed operation with surprisingly strong profit margins. In fact, many local pest control companies are far more profitable than most people realize. Today, we are going to break down exactly how much a local pest control company makes, from startup costs to ongoing expenses, pricing models, profit margins, and the lifestyle of running this business. Why pest control is always in demand. The first thing to understand is why pest control is such a stable business. Pests are not optional. When termites invade a house, when roaches infest a restaurant, or when bed bugs spread in an apartment, people have no choice but to call professionals. That demand does not disappear during recessions, and in some cases, it even grows. Homeowners, landlords, businesses, and municipalities all rely on pest control, which creates consistent work year-round. This constant demand makes pest control one of the more recession-resistant service businesses. Startup costs. Starting a local pest control company requires some upfront investment, but it's much lower compared to industries like construction or HVAC. The biggest costs include licensing and certification, which vary by state but usually cost a few hundred to a few $1,000s. Then you'll need equipment like sprayers, protective gear, traps, ladders, and a reliable vehicle. Chemicals are another expense, but most suppliers allow you to buy in bulk, lowering the per-job cost. Altogether, a solo operator can usually get started with $10,000 to $20,000 in startup costs. If you want to launch with a professional office, branding, and staff, the bill can climb to the $50,000 or more. Monthly operating expenses. Once the business is running, there are ongoing costs to manage. Vehicle expenses, including fuel and maintenance, usually range from $500 to $4,000 monthly. Chemicals and supplies might cost another $500 to $500 depending on job volume. Insurance is a must, and that can cost $300 to $600 monthly for liability coverage. Marketing, like Google Ads, flyers, and SEO, can cost $1,000 or more if you want steady leads. Add phone service, scheduling software, and miscellaneous expenses, and most small operators spend between $3,000 and $6,000 per month on overhead. Larger companies with staff will spend more, but they also generate higher revenue. Services offered. Not all pest control jobs are the same. The most common services include general insect treatments, rodent control, termite inspections and treatments, and bed bug extermination. Many companies also offer mosquito control, wildlife removal, and preventative maintenance plans. Residential jobs are steady, but commercial jobs often pay more, especially for restaurants, hotels, and apartment complexes. Offering a wide menu of services ensures that your company can meet the diverse needs of your community and capture as many revenue streams as possible. Pricing models. Pest control companies usually price their services in two ways. One, time treatments and recurring plans. One-time treatments might cost $150 to $400 depending on the pest. Termite jobs can range from $1,000 to $5,000 because of the chemicals and labor involved. Bed bug treatments are also high ticket, often $500 or more. Recurring plans are the real goldmine. Many companies charge $40 to $80 monthly for preventative treatments. If you sign 200 customers on such a plan, that's $8,000 to the $16,000 in steady monthly revenue before one-time jobs are even considered. Average revenue for a small company. So, how much does a local pest control company actually bring in? A solo operator working full-time might complete 20 to 25 jobs a week. At an average of 200 per job, that's $4,000 to $5,000. Multiply that by 4 weeks, and the monthly revenue comes out to $16,000 to $20,000. Add in a few high-ticket termite or bedbug jobs, and the number can climb even higher. Larger local companies with a few technicians can easily generate $50,000 or more per month in revenue. Profit margins. The beauty of pest control lies in its margins. Chemicals are relatively inexpensive compared to what customers are willing to pay. A typical 200 treatment might only use 10 to 20 worth of chemicals. The biggest costs are labor and marketing, but even then, well-run companies often enjoy net profit margins of 20% to 30%. That means a company bringing in $50,000 monthly can realistically keep $10,000 to $15,000 in profit after paying expenses. Solo operators with minimal overhead can sometimes enjoy margins as high as 50%. Commercial contracts, residential jobs are great, but commercial contracts are where the real stability lies. Restaurants, hotels, schools, and apartment buildings need ongoing pest control by law or company policy. Landing just 5 or 10 commercial accounts can guarantee thousands in monthly recurring revenue. For example, a restaurant might pay $200 per month for preventative treatments, while a hotel could pay $1,000 monthly. If you secure 10 such contracts, you've already guaranteed $5,000 to $10,000 in recurring income without chasing new customers every day. Seasonal factors. Pest control is generally steady year-round, but certain seasons bring spikes. Spring and summer see more insects, especially ants, mosquitoes, and termites. Rodent control picks up in fall and winter when they move indoors. This seasonality helps balance cash flow, but it also means companies need to staff accordingly and budget for busy months. Smart owners use slower months for marketing pushes, equipment maintenance, and upselling preventative plans. Marketing and client acquisition. Marketing is critical in this industry. Most people search pest control near me during emergencies, so being visible on Google is everything. That means strong local SEO, paid ads, and plenty of positive reviews. Many companies also find success with door-to-door sales in neighborhoods, offering special rates for preventative plans. Referrals from satisfied customers are another major driver, especially in smaller communities where word of mouth spreads quickly. The cost of acquiring a customer might be $50–100, but if they sign up for a recurring plan, the lifetime value can be thousands. Risks and liabilities. Like any service business, pest control carries risks. Working with chemicals requires strict safety training and compliance with regulations. Mistakes can cause property damage or even health risks, leading to lawsuits. That's why insurance is so important. There's also the risk of misdiagnosing a problem and failing to eliminate pests, which can harm your reputation. Competition is another challenge, as many regions have established players. The key is to differentiate yourself through reliability, transparency, and customer service. Lifestyle of a pest control owner. The lifestyle of a pest control owner is busy but rewarding. Solo operators spend much of their day on the road, traveling between clients, inspecting properties, and applying treatments. Evenings are often spent handling paperwork, billing, and scheduling. Owners with staff spend more time managing employees and marketing the business. The work is hands-on, sometimes dirty, but it comes with independence and strong earning potential. Many owners report that while the work can be tough, the financial freedom makes it worth it. Scaling the business. If you want to go beyond a solo operation, scaling is the next step. Hiring technicians allows you to cover more jobs each day. Adding just one full-time technician can double your revenue. Of course, payroll increases expenses, but the volume more than makes up for it. Expanding into multiple trucks and teams allows local companies to dominate their markets. At that point, owners often step back from daily jobs and focus on growth, partnerships, and high-value contracts. Competition and standing out. Pest control can be competitive, but many local companies thrive by carving out a niche. Some specialize in eco-friendly treatments, while others focus on high-end commercial contracts. Quick response times, transparent pricing, and guaranteed results also set companies apart. In a business where trust is everything, reputation is the most valuable asset. Consistently delivering results and building relationships is what ensures long-term profitability. How long until you see profits? One of the best aspects of pest control is how quickly you can become profitable. With startup costs as low as the $10,000, a motivated operator can recoup the investment within the first few months. Because margins are so strong, even a handful of steady clients can push you into profitability fast. By the end of the first year, many local operators are already making 5-figure monthly profits, especially if they secure recurring contracts. Is it worth it? So, is pest control worth starting as a business? The answer is yes, if you're willing to put in the work. The demand is constant, the margins are strong, and the startup costs are reasonable compared to other industries. The trade-offs are long hours, dealing with chemicals, and managing customer expectations. But for those who are reliable and professional, pest control can be one of the most profitable service businesses you can run locally. A local pest control company may not sound glamorous, but inside the numbers, it's one of the strongest small business models out there. With steady demand, low overhead, high margins, and recurring revenue opportunities, it's no surprise many owners make $10,000 to $20,000 per month in profit. Whether you operate as a solo hustler or scale into a larger company with multiple technicians, the potential is real. At the end of the day, pests never stop coming, and for business owners, that means profits never stop coming either.